When you want to use your computer to get on the internet, you use a program called a browser. Browsers are programs that connect your computer to the internet. That's basically it. Now you're already familiar with a couple of different browsers. I'm sure you know about Internet Explorer. It's one that's very common. It's kind of older, kind of on the slow side. There's also a browser called Mozilla Firefox, much faster, better program. There's also one called Google Chrome, and that's the one we're going to mostly be working with. Now Google Chrome, it's got the green, the red, the yellow, with the blue in the center. It's labeled Google Chrome. Now if you don't see that icon on your desktop, you can go to the Start button, choose All Programs, and look for the Google Chrome folder. And in there you're going to find a link to Google Chrome. Now you can either click that link and that'll start the browser, or right click, hit Send to Desktop. That's going to let you put a shortcut right on your desktop for your computer. So that means every time that you go to use Google Chrome, you won't have to go into the menus. It'll be right there for you on the desktop. And then you're going to see that now that I added one, there it is. There's a shortcut right to Google Chrome. And if you want, you could also go in through the main menu, through the Start button, and use the Google Chrome link, and that'll open up Google Chrome as well. This is going to connect us to the internet. Now the first time you go to use Google Chrome, it's going to ask you to sign in. The sign-in that you want to use is your school email address. For teachers, that's your first initial last name. For students, that's your last name first initial at homedaleschools.org, and then you put in your school password, whatever that happens to be. It's the same password you use to log on to a computer when you're at school. And once you put in your password, you hit sign in. Now you can either hit the enter key and that'll do it, or you can click on the sign in button. Either way, once you do that, you only have to do this once on a computer. The computer will then remember that you're signed in, and you'll see a new tab the first time you do this. A new tab is essentially blank. It's going to have a couple of app links on it. You're going to see your name that appears up in the upper right hand corner, and you're going to see a little window that says, hey, you're connected. It's going to be able to sync up some of your items that you may have done on other computers, which is going to be handy, and we'll see why a little later. But that's basically it. You're signed into Chrome.